Good evening. We're in Hollow Knight, lore and world building deep dive day 2. We've just awoken here on a bench in front of a curious little wizard guy, or witch doctor guy. Let's take a look around here. We're inside some kind of hut thing made of, well, it looks like bones. But we're bugs, so it's not really bones. It's really more of like exoskeletons that have kind of worn away sort of stuff. And it's covered in face masks all over the place. And we're about to talk to this new interesting character. Oh ho, who is this creeping out of the darkness? My, you're looking grim. A strange, empty face, and a wicked-looking weapon. Something important has drawn you down into Hollow Knight's corpse, but I won't ask what. Perhaps the reason you found me is because you need my help? Say no more, friend. I'm going to give you a gift, a nasty little spell of my own creation. It's just perfect for a little one like you. Ho ho ho. I like this guy. I like that, man, the art in this game is so cool. These little black snail guy with a snail hat. Look! So he's just summoned us this object that's white and glowy. And we know from prior experience in the design of the game so far that white glowy things have to relate to our energy bar up in the upper left. And generally have been good. So we'll go ahead and jump up and grab it. And bam, it'll disperse and then absorb into us, just like the soul energy bits that we normally see. Consumed the vengeful spirit. To unleash the spirit, tap B. Spells will deplete soul. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Full Metal Alchemist stuff, of how, I guess when you fire a spell, are you firing off the soul spirit of the enemy that you consumed? Ooh, that's pretty grim. Oh, here we go, we've woken in here. We've already known not to trust this guy before. Oh, you've woken at last. I apologize. Perhaps I should have warned you about the power of that spell. I was watching over you as you slept, but seemed to have slipped away myself. Oh, now we're awake. I was wondering whether you would do me a small favor, not as repayment for my gift, of course, simply because now we're friends. That's kind of reasonable. You see, a horrid great beast has made its home in the heart of this temple. Such disrespect. I would be grateful if you were to venture deeper and slay it for me. It's a hardy creature, but with your new power, you're more than a match for it. Good luck with this small favor, my friend. Oh. Yeah, I guess we're doing a favor. Oh, he's nodding back off. What else does he have to say? What is it? Are you wondering about this gate between us? Oh, it's a curious thing, but this door will not open until you have slain that creature lying in the heart of the temple. Don't worry about it. I'm sure the spirits of my ancestors will be watching over you. So we are now in a kind of gated thing. It's given us a new ability, and I think this is the first new ability you get in the entire game. And in order to teach you how to get used to it, it wants to force you through this little obstacle course. See, it's telling us to tap B for a vengeful spirit, just like that. It's wanting to teach us what this new ability is capable of by forcing us through. Oh, let's look at all that little art in here, man. Q Ancestral Mound. Face masks all over the place. Makes you wonder, are bugs' faces like completely flat when they're dead, based on how it looks in here? There's also a lot of woodwork and stuff behind us. There's a fly. We'll kill this fly. Oh, a new little rolling enemy. Let's see. There's a little net full of face masks in the background. Oh, they're all over the place. This is like those grim cathedrals in Europe that were made around the time of the plague. Whoops. So this snail shaman guy that gave us the spell, he's kind of the first of entities that we've met that has any kind of like magical ability, you know, like extraworldly abilities. And in our previous playthroughs, we've met some. Well, we've at least come across remnants of where other snail shamans used to live. So it sort of seems like the mysticism of snails seems to be an enduring religion or cultural thing amongst all snails. Whoops! All that for 1 geo. I'll get the thing that picks up geo later on, so I don't have to chase down money. These new enemies it gives us to us just at foot level, just in line of the new spell ability. But I don't want to waste it. Got a secret over here. It's pretty easy to overlook the secret here. There's this wood in the foreground, and then the wood bracing this thing in the middle of it all. And so it's not until except for some of these other wood things that we've broken, though previously along the level, those are the only hints that hey, you can go left through the wood over here. Oh look, here's another one of these black things that glow white with soul power. Inside here, it's adorned with more of these snail masks, or bug masks. That must make this a special spiritual place for the snails, or is just part of snail religion? Strange religion. There's one of those blue cocoons. It squirms. And when we hit it, oh, there goes one of the little blue things! Where's the other one? Where's the other one? There he is! Look at him trying to run away! He's trying to run away! He can't. We're gonna get him. So whatever that blue stuff is, it's probably some sort of, either it's a metamorphosis kind of cocoon, or it's like an egg sac thing that, oh look, it globules when you walk by it. So maybe the little blue things are bugs that kind of use it as a nutrition to develop their bodies. Okay, let's go down more. Ah! We know this guy. We came across one of these earlier. And just like earlier, now it's telling us to tap Vengeful Spirit so that we can hit it at a distance. Because when we get close, it closes up. But at a distance, we can strike. And that's that. Oh, look, a new charm. It's here in this ancestral mound, which is a place of spiritual power for snail culture, so we'll pick it up, we'll take a look at it. It's a soul catcher. And when we open it up and look at the art, so the Fury of the Fallen kind of looks like the bug that we picked it up from, And this new thing, the soul catcher, used by shamans to draw more soul from the world around them. And we can look at it, and it is the shape of the snail shaman's hat. The snail shaman shell. So that's a cool thing. So the charms actually look like the things that they represent. When we get more charms, we'll look more at them about how certain powers and themes are drawn together. Oh, look, the snail shaman's up. Hey, snail shaman. Oh, so it's done then. You've slain the beast. The poor thing, it must have been terrified of you. It used to be quite docile, but the rancid air in these caverns filled it with some ancient rage. Ah, we've heard from quite a few people that the air in this area has gone bad and it's causing people to go crazy. All sorts of bugs and creatures to go crazy. Though Snail Shaman here seems to be okay. Still, you did what had to be done. You have my gratitude. Of course, we both know you wouldn't have made it through without that spell of mine. Oh ho ho. Yeah, I know, man. But, you offered the spell to me and I took the spell. And look, the gate between us has opened. Oh ho ho. Yeah, what a coincidence. I'm sure you're eager to move on. Farewell and have faith. Whatever you are seeking, it will find you. Oh ho 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 ho. You know, Snail Shaman seems to know a lot about... This guy has got to know more about the world than he's letting on. Oh, hey, look, we can see, in the air, there's orange particles kind of drifting about. And we've been learning that orange is bad. Why do you hesitate? You'll get nothing more from me, I'm afraid. Though I do admire your persistence. Oh, he's got a friendly attitude. Okay, so now we can just go left and fall down. That's a nice visually distinct area. And then if we go left here, it loops us back into the main tunnels. And if you didn't meet Cornifer earlier, you would have found this card right here that has the exact same markings as his glasses. Sorry I missed you. If you're feeling lost, why not pop up in our store in Dirtmath and purchase a map of this area. Available now for an excellent price. What do we have on our map? Okay. Let's go ahead and go up. Where do I want to go? Let's actually just go right. We've gotten a new ability, and new abilities trigger things. There's the fallen knight, the false knight. Oh! The armor is still here, the mace is gone, but the bug body that was inhabiting this thing has left. Just blast right through all these guys now. Whoa! There we go, we're getting better at fighting those guys. We're going back this way because, we want to visit our friend Mila again and see if she has anything new to say for us. And a little more money doesn't hurt us either. So theoretically, we know we can buy a lamp at Sly's store that gives us a light that would allow us to go through here. We could go through this area shortly after now if we just go around farming. Look, we've got 822 monies now. if we just farmed up, if you wanted to just farm up, you could get the item that it would allow you to go through there right away. You might have trouble on the other side, but you could do it. Mila's still mining away. Hey, Mila! Oh, hello again. Are you still running about? Why not join me for down here? There's plenty of wealth in these rocks for anyone willing to put the work in. Those crystals out there are worth a fair bit, but I have a feeling that there's something even more valuable hidden just deeper in. I can almost smell it. Ha ha ha. You're welcome to join me. There's enough for both of us. Or, if you don't feel like digging, you can just sit and sing with me. Ha ha ha. Oh, Mila's so nice to us. Oh, she's singing her song again. Ha ha ha, are you so surprised? I remember the second verse. Lots of time to think while I work down here. Maybe I can even come up with some songs of my own. This is hard work, but I don't mind. Down here, I can keep working without even sleeping. It's fun. Oh! Mila's not sleeping. And every once in a while, you could come and to visit me. I'm glad. Haha, I'm glad you like the sound of my voice. Oh, she likes us visiting her. That's so nice. That is why we come to see you, Mila, because you're so friendly. Oh, she's saying the same thing now. Okay, Mila, you keep hard work. We'll head on. Okay, let's go up to the surface. Sly's up there now. Sure feels slow without the upgrades. We can go back in here, see if anything's changed. Coral is gone. Okay, we're almost at the surface. Get a bit more money. And up we go. Oh, we can talk to Elderbug, see how he is. Hey Elderbug, what's up? Oh, what a turn! Our shopkeeper's come home. I just wandered back in. I'd hoped for grand tales of his time below, but he seems to remember almost nothing. Maybe it is all too much for him. If you're interested in his wares, watch out. He drives a hard bargain, that one. No competition. That's the problem. It's bad for the market. Not that he's complaining. Oh, Elderbug, you know a bit about economics, don't you? My understanding of Hellenist can be a little vague, but below those leafy caverns is a fungal grove, once home to peaceful creatures, not quite bug and not quite plant. Sounds almost worth a visit, no? There's a downside. The dreadful stench, a noxious odor fills that place. And then he offers us the bench again. Hey, Sly. Oh, hello! I knew we'd meet again. How do you like my cozy little store? I've made myself pretty comfortable here, selling old trinkets to travelers like yourself. If you're planning a trip below, I've several items that may improve your chance of survival. Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. Poptimus Geo. Gathering Swarm is nice for us. Saves us a little bit of time. Life in hollowness can be tough. Always taking hits and getting knocked around. This charge grants you a little more time to recover after taking damage. We'll get that later. We want to get some mapping supplies. I see you've opened the mapping. They've opened the mapping shop across the way. I suppose a little competition is healthy. Perhaps I should start to sell maps as well, or is that a little aggressive? It's all fair in a world made of geo.
Oh, come on, yeah?
Pockets feeling empty? If you need some more geo, take a trip into the ruins below and hunt around. Just take care not to fall into a haze. I won't be coming down to rescue you. Let's take a sit and put on a new charm. There, we'll put that on. Is that 2 charm notches? 1 charm notch. Oh, we've got that one and that one, so we'll put that one and that one. There we go, we got an extra notch. What does Zelda have to say now?
Sanjo.
Oh, it's just the same thing she says as last time. Okay.
Bapanada.
Bapanada. Yes, we will want... Scarab marker, shell marker. We'll get a marker. Bench pin. Map updated. Shell marker. What does it say? Use these markers are new additions to the shop. You can use them to mark interesting spots on your map. You should use this color to remind you of hard-won battles. Oh, what did the other one say? What was the color for? Hard-won battles, huh? I don't know if that's what I'll use them for. You can use them for whatever you want. We'll get 2 more pens. It doesn't really matter. I know where all the shops are. We'll get this one. And this one. Whoops! I'm firing spells in town. I wonder if Elder Bug reacts to that. No, he's unimpressed. Oh, he's repeating himself now. Okay, let's go back in. Woo! Here we go. Got some good height on that. Whoop. I want to see if I can... Cool. Okay, we're checking up on this green guy. Hey, he's waving us over. He's saying, hey, look, there's one of him and his little friends. He's waving us over. He waves us over. Hey! Yay! Oh, he's showering us with gems and money. And there we can see that the grubs are related to this guy, and we can see how many we have to... Oh, hey, buddy. Yeah, they're very excited. Oh, there's one in the far background there, too. We have to fill up all these holes with grubs. Down we go, time to go into the green place. This is my favorite zone that we're going into. Let's read the sign again, shall we? The Pilgrim's Way. Travelers of Hallowness descend through verdant wilds and fungal groves to the city at this kingdom's heart. There all wishes shall be granted, all truths revealed. So this is basically a sign saying, hey, this is the scenic road to the city. We know this guy. We know what to do with him now, don't we? Whoops. And he's down. And he leaks out the orange goo. So according to the snail shaman, these guys used to be docile and just stick to themselves, but they've been made aggressive recently. And we can see here, there's, in the background, we can see all these columns and pillars. Okay, here's what I was talking about, that platforms aren't really just around haphazardly. That, see this background image here? Like, that is what's holding up this pillar up here. A couple of these other platforms are a little haphazard, but... Oh, let's go into this new green place. Look at that, we can cut all the vines in the foreground and stuff. It's extremely lush. This is the most life that we've seen since we've arrived in this kingdom. Seeing all these new vibrant colors. Green path. We can see that the path... Oh look, there's some constructed platforms. We can see the path is in disrepair. Aha! So, this little enemy gives us a little bit of a warning before it pokes up at us with the jiggling and the sound that it makes. We can see roots sticking out from the ceiling, from the greenery above us. All the life is, I don't know, making some sort of toxic algae thing. There's shells all over the place. Oh, a new guy who's orange. He's orange. We know orange is bad. Yesterday we talked about they purposely made the main bad stuff in this game orange, and to stand out to our eye. Now, the rock and stuff in here it's a little more greenish in hue, but green is still primarily on the blue end of the color spectrum. So when you see the orange, whoop, like that guy's little eyes, it still pops out to your eye. Look how bright that orange looks compared to everything else. Even around all the greenery. This place is overflowing. So there's this is the green path up here. This nice bridge structure with a gate. With iron fencing. Iron rod fencing. But all these gaps, segments have fallen out of it. Here's a guy. Hey, guy.
Yep.
Oh, nope. Not a friendly guy.
Yep.
Headbutting us. He doesn't have any orange. That guy has orange. Ooh, knocked him into the acid. That's a hard way to go. I like the sizzling sound that the acid makes to bring it home that it's either really hot or it's burning. It's burning something. Oh, here's one of those nice little... Let's go this guy. There's stuff in the foreground all over the place that can get in front of us because we're in an enclosed... We're in some kind of an enclosed cavern space that's just drenched with plant life. And while it looks like that's a wall there, I mean, it really is... Look, you can walk right through it. It's just foreground covering it. And then when I like the fact that when you reveal it, you realize that it's a thing that you can walk behind. The foreground disappears to see through for you. Woo! A new enemy telegraphing to us what it's gonna do. You walk over a thing, it jiggles before closing. The fly trap kind of thing. Unfortunately, we are the fly in this equation. Oh, there's the path down there now. Seems to be 2 levels to it. Okay, nice little quiet space with waterfalls behind us. We'll sit on this nice little bench. No map here. It gives us just a moment to enjoy the nature. We can hear all the little creatures in this bug-sized forest. And then as we move down here, more of the music starts to come on, but it's still pretty quiet. It gives us just a moment of quiet respite in that nice, safe place before opening up to the wilds out here. Oh! Look! A new character! That bug looks more like us than any other bug we've seen. Yeah, and she doesn't want to have anything to do with us. We're not gonna... We can't make it up that way. Well, I mean, we can for speedrunning, but we normally, if you haven't learned the advanced tricks to get around on these maps, this is too big of a jump for us. So we're gonna have to try to find another way around or a new ability to get up there. So we'll have to continue down. But that bug up there that draws our attention before leaving, making us want to know what's the story with that bug. Go around, get some secrets. Secret monies. Oh, we can see there's these guys, these bugs here have some kind of woolly fur about them. It looks like fur, it's probably something else. Oh, look, that guy's just full of the orange goo. Even the georocks are covered in greenery. This place is full of life. There's some different kind of, there's actual kind of rock stuff down here. See, the rocks in the ground are actually more like rocks laced in with roots in the background. And then... Oops, I didn't mean to break that. I was wanting to point at it. Some structures, some of the fossils look more like snail shells. Not quite like snail shellman though. Oh look, a little mosquito-looking thing. Oh! No, thank you, Mr. Mosquito. Aha! A new thing! So, this room teaches you these new interactive blocks, because you come in here, if you're trying to proceed on, there's no other way to go, right? That platform in the upper left earlier, we couldn't jump up to, and here's another platform we can't jump up to. What we can jump up to is this platform here, and then while this thing was hanging, we could have jumped up on that up here, and then to here, and then to here, and then what can we do? But when we do jump on these platforms, they bob up and down, and these giving us a little hint that this is not quite a stable thing. Now, we might not know to be experimenting with our sword, or nail. We don't have a whole lot of options of what we can experiment when we're doing stuff. But when we're fighting enemies, like the little mosquito guy earlier, we might just be around one of these things and accidentally hit it, or we might just out of frustration do a slash and then we went BAM! We learn that we can cut these platforms from these vines. Either way, you can't continue on until you figure that out. Look, this basin closes in to a tight little bush space and then it opens back up. Woo! I wonder if you can pogo bounce off those guys and get up there and cut that thing. You can't cut it from below, though. Up we go. Oh, there's another mosquito. No one likes mosquitoes. Squish. Another mosquito. Ah, look, pages. A hint of our friend Cornifer being nearby. We can go up here, cut this down. Ah, we can hear him now. He's in this little kind of grove thing with all these. Look, there's kind of a snail thing. It's these rocks are sort of all wrapped up. Must be snail stuff all over. Hey, Cornifer, what's the story? Isn't this a contrast from the crossroads? Such a humid, lively place. The roads twist and turn in the most wonderful ways. I've done my best to chart the area ahead, though I must admit some of the area's inhabitants have proven quite a nuisance. Yes, we will purchase a map. I ran into another traveler as I made my way down here. I tried to call out to her as she dashed past, but she barely even glanced in my direction. Not an appreciator of maps like you and I, obviously. Yes, obviously. And I do appreciate your maps, Cornifer. We can hear some crying in here of one of those grub things, but we can't make the jump. We can't do it. We can't get up here. Let's find our... Where's our map? There's our map. Hey, where's our new pins? We gotta place a pin here. There's an area of interest that we can't get to yet. Oh, look, there's some spikes. We've knocked this thing down to get on the spikes. Now we can get on this little thing. And then cut this down so we can get back this way. Oh, okay, let's go down. This is a beautiful place. There's, squish. There's not a lot to talk about along here other than to just take in the scenery. Oh, look. Except here the scenery is changing. We can see... We've seen most of the map has been kind of bulby rocks. Rocks that are more smoothened and round, probably from erosion from all the life around in here. But then over here, as we get over here, we've got some spiky thorns things sticking out. And this tunnel that looks... This tunnel that looks almost like a mouth that we're walking right into. Oh man, could we be walking right into something eating us? And it's covered with thorns and tense music. We've got tense music playing as we approach this dark thorny thing. Oh, it looks like mouths. It looks scary. It doesn't look good. Oh! Is this a new friend or a new foe? Oh, it's someone we can talk to. Tiny Squib, you approach fearless. Are you a hunter like me? Do you feel the urge inside to stalk, to kill, to understand? Then take it, my journal. It will aid you. At first the text may seem difficult to discern, but a learned hunter will come to understand its words. Venture the depths of this land and slay its beasts. Prove yourself worthy to bear the mark of the hunter. Hunter's Journal. Little squid, you may have overcome a few creatures, but you are only just beginning. Don't delay, descend into the belly of this world and hunt down the life you find. This guy is an interesting guy, but hey, he's got 6 eyes. We don't meet many bugs with 6 eyes. You gotta wonder what is hiding in there. I like that this entire cave has been designed to express this character. Like sharp-thorned claws all over the place, hidden in here. And we continue on. Let's look at the Hunter's Journal. We've found some enemies that we've come across. And it tells us kind of what they are. We can go into more of this stuff later. Let's continue on our journey. Oh, look, 2 little guys walking around. We hear some flying. Ah, there's one of those shrines. Even the flies seem to have, even the mosquitoes seem to be full of that orange goo. Ah, this is an interesting thing. Oh, I was supposed to go from the hunter's thing down. Well, we can skip that by doing this. Aha! Yay, we saved a grub friend. Oh, you can redirect him when he goes flying at you. That's one way to get through there. The other way is we cut down a thing up here that falls down here. We can land on this, then we can just jump on this one, land down here. So you don't need to learn to do the pogo bounce. You can do it a little easier of a way. Oops. Okay. Let us continue. We're continuing. Oh, there she is! She came down from there. She seems to be able to travel. She seems to be more capable in maneuvering than we are. So we're still following that bug creature, who we know later to be Hornet. So we're still on some roads. They're still falling apart, but here's a road, look, you see a lamp here, there's still a road structure here. But here underneath the road, hidden over here, is this tablet. What does it say? Those who stray from the White King's Road shall face the law of Un. So the green path that we are walking along is a road built by the White King. Or at least a king that looks white. We'll hear the King of Hollowness described a few different ways. But when you're off the road, you're in the law of Un. So you're in a territory outside the king's when you venture off the path. continue on. There we go. We'll just get some money and continue on. Okay, there's some of the road is up above. We can't reach that. We'll have to go the lower way. Oh, there's kind of some archways and building some columns for this part of road. Woohoo! Hunter's Journal updates. When a Hunter's Journal updates, maybe we should check out the bugs. Let's see what we've got so far. Let's start with the green path. Moss creeps. Weakling that covers itself in leaves to appear larger, hides amongst the undergrowth. Mosskin. Plant-like bug that charges at foes when close. So this bug has a moss around it. Volatile mosskin. Plant-like bug swollen with infection. Releases deadly gas when threatened. So, the infection that seems to be affecting the air around here, the rank, nasty air, is getting into bugs and infecting them, and bloating them, and making them glow orange. Fool Eater, carnivorous plant that snaps any creature that comes close. Oops. Squit charges at prey with its needle-like proboscis. Obble, fat, slow-flying bug, frequently discharges the acidic liquid stored in its round body. Maskfly, harmless flying creature that favors serene environments, usually travels in flocks. Moss Charger, timid creature that frightens away intruders by covering itself in huge clumps of moss. Okay, let's continue along. Can we get back up here? Oh. Whoa! We continue along the green path. Oh, there's the bug again. Definitely giving us a bit of a carrot on a string to chase. Hey, Hornet, come back. So there's Hornet leading us. Well, she's not really leading us anywhere. We saw her, noticed her, and we are following her. We are following her. But we do see a shiny thing down there. There she is. Now we see her up. Now let's follow her up there. Oh, she's jumping away. Let's just follow her. Okay, where are we now? More areas to explore. Up we go. Now this is some platforming. Some very vertical areas here. We can see there is some structure here with some carved rock, but almost everything is just completely covered in this greenery and rock. There's some structure here. Where can we go? Okay. Well, there's a sign here. Toll machine with a symbol of a bench for 50 geo. Yes, please. Aha! There we are. Following along that bug. Let's continue up. Oh look, it's like a gazebo type of thing. Oops. Let's take a look at this structure that we're in. It's just kind of built into the rock. Like just a little tiny building built along the path. Who knows why it goes up here though. So these Mosskin guys that I'm fighting, that live here on the green path, are different kinds of citizens. They're not really the citizens of the normal citizens of the kingdom. They live here in the kingdom, but if you think of all of Hollownest here, let's look at it. Let's zoom out. We see 3 zones so far in Hollownest as a kingdom. And these sections you can almost think of as providences, you know, or states, making up different parts of the kingdom. Dirtmouth is really just the town of Dirtmouth. It's the surface, it's the very top. It's the top of the kingdom. It's its own little town and culture of just bugs up there that travel around the world. Though apparently, according to the signs that we've met, bugs from around the world don't have any other there's no other civilization according to the signs up there when you leave it. So, but it's interesting that the signs claim there's no other civilization in the rest of the bug world, but Elderbug has notes that adventurers come all the time from other places to come to this kingdom. So maybe some of the lore tablets in this game are not fully credible narrators, but we'll take all the pieces they have and string them together. Here on the Green Path, we're in a particular kind of province that the Green Path is sort of a scenic, you know, a lot of cities have like parks and stuff like that, or will maybe be next to a like a national. This is like the national park of Hollownest, you know, for bugs to go out and be out in nature. But one of the signs that we came across warned, don't leave the path, because if you leave the path in this area, you're in the domain of another kind of bug. You're not necessarily going to be safe like you would in the rest of the kingdom. The path is what keeps the citizens of Hollownest safe. And the Mosskin that we find in this area are not necessarily citizens of Hollownest. They are the local inhabitants of this particular little province. Oh, I got bugs spitting at me. Whoa! Ah, no! I don't want to fall! Okay, let's go up. Up we go. Okay, there's a thing up there. I don't think that's the way we want to go. No, I fell again! We want to just go up. We don't see Hornet, the bug that we're chasing, up in that doorway, so let's just keep going. We're following her. Oh, there's some bugs over here. These are the Moskins. So that one seems to have the infection in it. And this one here, oh, he's got a little bit. He's got some orange coming out of him. Let's go up. So we come up here, we see a path to the left. We come down here, we find a jump we can't get past. So we can't go that way, we'll have to go another way. What other ways can we go? We can go up. Now, I've mentioned a couple times how... Oh, we're coming across the lore here. Look, here's a big tablet. What does this say? The greater mind once dreamed of leaf and cast these caverns so. In every bush and every vine, the mind of Un reveals itself to us. So Un is the creator of this green region that we're in. A greater mind, so greater, we've heard of higher beings and now we're hearing greater mind. So greater mind got some kind of smart bug, right? And it wanted to live in a land of greenery. So this unmind, this entity, created this place. And in every bush and vine, the mind of Un reveals itself to us, meaning what that entity envisioned, it laid out before us, kind of thing, you know. Okay, so I've spoken about paying attention to the foreground and background a couple times. We can see the little butterfly thing there. We can hear some rattling. We know to swing our hammer, our nail at stuff. Aha, there's the jiggling. There we go. I wonder if the bugs that grow out of these, do they grow onto butterflies? What exactly do these things do? It's curious that butterflies are a bug. Oops, I killed them. But they're growing as a plant here. Just a strange kingdom. Nice little glade though, look back there, that light that's coming out from the background. Okay, let's go this way. And if we are attentive, we'll notice that there are stuff on spikes. They kind of look like faces, kind of look like skulls. Oh, and the music goes tense. We've been ambushed! What does the journal say? Moss Knight, protector of the green path, trained in the ways of nail and shell. So this is like a soldier bug. Continue on. Continue up. Music's getting quiet up here. We hear some Halloween noise. And we see we've reached the surface. We're past the green caverns. We've come over them. We look like we're in the original zone here. Oh, but there's some green up here. Oh, I'm just coming back over to this spot. Not much for us in this room right now. We'll come back to it when we've got the dash. Whoop, whoop. All the green's gone. It's all bare rock and stuff. So, the uncreature of the green path is what has apparently grown all the greenery. Or we're outside of the uncreature's domain, I guess. We must have crossed into another province up here, you know? Oh, we hear some distracting noises. Oh, it's a bug that looks like us, and he looks very, 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 very sad. Let's help him. Oh, man. Mean-looking bug. Ooh! Oh! He's kiting me. Olé! There we go. Get some hits in. Bam! He gets up. Hello.
Akala, eh, man?
Just what do you think you're doing? You dare to come between me and my prey? Is it a habit of yours to scurry about, getting in the way and causing bother? Know this, cur. I am Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Cross me again and you'll find out why they call my weapon Life Ender. Not very nice, considering we just saved this guy. But considering this is the first time we've ever seen this guy, and we didn't really see how that played out, there's no reason to not believe him that he actually could be a really, really, really good knight. And that his weapon might be super dangerous. What are you still bothering me for? I'm a knight, not interested in your childish games. I need my rest. Begone, lest I draw my nail. Ooh, that's a threat. Okay, I guess we'll leave him alone for now. He's not very appreciative of our help. He sure looks like us, but a little... This is a fun game design thing. He looks a lot like us, but a little, warped. What a funny looking guy. That's gonna come back to bite us, isn't it? Okay. Woo! Another foreground thing. Oh look, another tablet. The green children walked from the dream unto these lands. Here we now shall wait, patient for the call to return. I'm not super sure what this means. The green children must be the people of the green path. Walked from the dream unto these lands. So, walked from the dream unto these lands. The dream was the dream that Un had. And we're also in the, we also know that when you leave the path, you're in the law of Un. Here now we shall wait for the call to return. So I guess they're waiting for Un to call them back. Oh, there's a knight. Ooh. Ooh, Ooh, this guy's giving me a hard time. I do not have enough space over there. I need just a little bit more space. There we go. I think I had the soul charm last time over here. Come here, man. Let's heal up a little bit. Whoa! Whoa! There we go. Whoa! High swing there. There we go. We've got some larger rocks of money on them. So, we're finding more and more of those knights here. Oh, nothing back here. So we must be getting to someplace important that they're being they're basically guards, right? Oh, we find this area, we cut this, we go down. Hey, this is that area we couldn't jump up to before. Now we can. Oh, there's a sign pointing us down. And a large thing over there. Okay, we've got everything in here. Let's follow the sign. Oh, look, another structure. And we recognize as this one of the stag stations. Yeah. Open it up. Let's see what the stag has to say about this place. My, this place is much changed since last I saw it. The greenery grows so wild. The station's like to be consumed by it. Okay, so apparently the greenery in this area has really gotten out of control. And we know the greenery is from the law of Un, from the greater mind of Un, not from the king. Eager to travel the stagways? Just hop up on the platform. So I guess what if we take the bits of information that we've got about this place and piece them together, this area of the game is from an entity known as Un, that it conceived of this place, and its power or drive is what causes the greenery and the forest kind of stuff to grow around us. And from the stag says there used to be less greenery around here, but we also know that the kingdom of Hallownest is diminishing. So as the kingdom is diminishing, this place is flourishing. That suggests, it also says that when you leave the green path, or the King's Way, the King's Road, that you're in the law of Un. the law of Un would indicate you're not in the king's law, so 2 different laws. That would also suggest 2 different rules. So that we are in it's almost as though we are in another kingdom over here in this green place. That with the diminishing of Hallownest, this kingdom's native inhabitants are starting to flourish again. And while we're thinking about this, let's take a brief moment to get up and stretch and do all those kinds of things. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Okay, we're back. Let's see, we're sitting here in the stag station. The last stag mentioned that this station is being overgrown by all the greenery in here. We can see that too. We can see the sculpted station, we can see the platform here, we can see the greenery all over it. We're getting an idea from the prior game of what Hallownest architecture kind of looks like. Oh, we're in a whole new column over here. Let's continue up because we were up here and we found this opening, this kind of, it looks like almost a hole in the wall. Let's look up. If we look up, so when we look on the map, we can see there is a kind of structure thing here that is an area of interest towards us. And we can see there's sort of like a wall here with almost like a knot hole to go into it. Now this wall, there's more of it. Here's it on the other side. This wall is very different looking architecturally than any of the built structures that we've seen so far. It does look, however, like some of the kind of stone structure that we've seen here in Green Path. We'll continue in this little thing. Aha! We've come to Hornet. Let's listen to what she says. She's going to say some important things, and she's standing over a body that looks like ours, perhaps one that she may have even just killed just now. So that should definitely give us a moment to pause. Let's see what she says. Also, new bug. Like all the new bugs, every time you come across a new bug, you get a moment of, is this going to be a friend or is this a fight? And we approach. Oh, she tells us not to come any closer. She points at us. Come no closer, ghost. When Hornet says the words ghost, she's being very deliberate. She is calling us ghost for a reason. Let's see what else she says. I've seen you, creeping through the undergrowth, stalking me. We've been following her, all right. This old kingdom, a terrible thing awakens. I can smell it in the air. This is another character that has mentioned that there is something bad in the air. I know what you are. I know what you try to do. I can't allow it. So, what we've done in our playthroughs of the game is, we've gotten power-ups, we've killed the Dreamers, and we've killed the Hollow Knight to take his place in the center of the thing. So, Hornet probably knows that's what our intention is, and she says I can't allow it. We don't know her motivations of why she can't allow it. We also don't know why she calls us a ghost, but it's not incidental. Oh, here we go. Oh! Ha! Oh! Show! Yo! Yo! I stared right at that as it came at me. Okay, hoo! Now we hear Hornet's theme. This is her own specific theme that she just gets. Every time we hear this music, it will be specifically for her. Oh! Whoa! So her nail is more like a needle, and I mean a literal needle. That could very well be a human being's sewing needle. Oh! She threw it a little farther than normal. Charge up. Whoa! I jumped into it. Yo! Oh, look, she bursts out with white. She staggers, takes off. Oh, and this guy falls down. So, this knight who looks like us, but with slightly different horns or hair, but he's also got a crack in his mask. He's left us this. Mothwing cloak. So, now we can dash. So... Whoa! Okay, so... Now, we know what this stuff is. We know that these spinning white things are, well, they are part of the dream realm. The spinning things are just like Dreamcatcher's things, so it's like dream magic is all around us. And we're hearing dream dialogue. Each of these lines is going to be from a different creature of the Dreamers, who, in our last playthrough, we ended up killing each of them. We don't know all who is saying what specifically, but we can kind of guess. Would it seek to break the seals? We don't know who's saying this. They cannot be undone. We don't know who is saying that line either. They must be undone. So we know actually from our last playthrough, from Quirrell, that his tutor, his instructor, was willingly wanting to end the seals. And that was Monoman the teacher. So we know this is Monoman the teacher here, specific saying they must be undone. And then one of them says, or all of them say, "Let us sleep, little shadow. Return to your darkness. Allow us peace." Now, Hornet called us a ghost. They're calling us a shadow, and they're telling the shadow to return to darkness. That's, in some ways, it's poetry. In some ways, it means more things also. We'll get to that later. And there's the Dreamers, we know them. And they try to exert power on us from their dream realm. But we're still able to wake up. Later they're able to trap us in the dream realm, but they can't manage it yet here. Okay, so we are in some kind of special place here in the green path that relates to probably the green children, as some of the lore tablets have said, and the mind of Un, or the law of Un. This is probably close to either their capital city or a keep or a castle or something significant that were around these special buildings. And we've got our new ability. It forces us, it gives us this gap that we can't jump, and so we have to use our new ability to get by it. Oh, it gives us, look, there's some money up there. We can't jump up to get there. We can't jump directly up to get there. It's too high for us this way. It's too far for us this way, but if we combine our height and jump, we can get over there. Teaching us how to use our new ability. Let's go down, we'll go left, and we'll explore more into the, whoops! More into this cavern. Well, there's a lamp there. And we'll come into this glade that's got light. This is clear, this kind of light and stuff is a nice effect to kind of show us maybe we're entering a sacred place. And we come in here, we come into this Lake of Un. The Lake of Un. We know that we are in the land of Un, or where the law of Un is, where there's a greater mind with a greater power of this place. And this is the Lake of Un. We can see in the background what looks like maybe some strange village-shaped objects. Here's a building here. This is definitely the most diverse, different kind of place we've seen since being out here. There's one of those knights looking out to the lake. Let's go in. And we find again our friend Quirrell in this special place, and he'll tell us more about it. Oh, hello there. Seems we both tread far from the path. Ah, see, he's telling us we've gone off the green path. We've gone off gone far off the green path into the law of Un. So we are in Un's realm over here. I can hardly believe those dusty old highways led to such a lush and lively place. This building suggests some form of worship, though its idol has clearly been long forgotten. Doubles equally well for a moment's respite. I agree. We can fill up our map here. I saw a strange fellow out there. He seemed quite taken by the lake. I'd planned to offer greetings, though figured I'd first tend to my nail on chance our meeting goes poorly. Your nail looks a fine instrument, but it's showing signs of wear. I'd wager up there it would take you far. Down here, however, I suspect you'll meet dangers the surface world can't match. So Quirrell's telling us that life on the surface is much easier, much more, much less dangerous than down here in this kingdom itself. Hollow Nest is perfect for vigilant explorers like us. So tense and thrilling. In this place you're either alert or you're dead. I like that Quirrell also alerts us that you also always need to defend yourself. When you first meet Quirrell, This is one of your first opportunities to get a real look at his hat, which you can see kind of looks like a face at this point in the game. And it's interesting that he chooses to wear a hat that looks like the other bugs' faces. It's almost like, when you meet him at this point, it's almost like he uses it as a diversionary kind of thing that some bugs do. Or maybe he just does it as a form of symbolism. But we know now that it's actually has to do with Monoman the teacher. What else does he have to say? Did he say anything about the guy outside? I didn't pay attention. Oops. Oh yeah, Hollowness is the perfect place. We can head out here. Let's fight this guy. Ooh! That guy leaves himself wide open after he makes an attack. Ooh. Ooh. He keeps backstaggering, but woo! And that's the end of that guy. Poor guy. I'm a real jerk in this game. Oh, he doesn't say anything about the bug out there this time. We can save. And after we've killed this guy, he does not come back. We see all sorts of interesting creatures here flying around. Some dragonfly kind of things with lots of wings. This lake. So this place is called the Lake of Un. And Quirrell supposes that this structure itself was a temple of worship. For whatever this Un thing is. Ooh. Okay, let's make our way out of here. Find some things to unlock. Up here. Oh, there's some wood to break through. Let's see. I think it makes the most sense now to go down this pipe. Oop. Go down here. There's a sign pointing up to the station in case you come up from this way, but I think you can't come up from this way. Up this way. Unless you've, unless you've hit some of this stuff first. Because this jump is too high otherwise. We're in this nice little enclosed area. Ah, there's one of the Mosskins. So, one of these guys would be one of the citizens of this place. Oh! I was watching the ground, not my head. And then these guys are being infected. Whoops! There's another one that got me. Okay, we've hit that switch. We can come down here now. Oh, you know, I was gonna go up and explore a thing. That's okay. We have time. So there's 2 columns here that we've gone through so far. We've explored all this, explored all this. We see some space over here that we can explore. And then over to the left, here's some of these thorns that we come across for the first time. The thorns, even though they're green, are laced with an orange. And we know orange in this game is danger, and we can hit it, and we can see some orange goo come out of it. Oh! There's a thing. Armored bug. Oh, we can kind of hit it in the face. There we go. What's that say? Oh, there was a Vengefly King. Patriarch of Vengefly Colony swoops at intruders and cries out for reinforcements if threatened. Let's go down further. What's the new thing? Duranda. Simple flying creature protected by spiky shell. Hornet. Skilled protector of Hollow Nest's ruins. Wields a needle and thread. So she uses her needle and thread like a stinger. Potentially the nickname of her nickname of Hornet. Ah, look, another lore tablet. From moss and leaf our life is drawn. While it grows upon the path, we shall never wilt. So the entities of this realm, of the green path, sustain themselves from the granary life that grows here. They don't need external supplies or farming to sustain themselves. They all live off. They can all consume the life that grows here. So as long as the granary grows, they're good. Oh, we can't go that way. You'll notice that even though we're in a green land, orange is still a high contrast, noticeable color here. Let's look down here. Oh, there's another one of these things, just all on its own. We still don't know what those are. We're back on the green path. Whoop! We can't get over there yet. Oh man, that guy hit me. That's not cool. Ah, now here's a little alcove that we can explore up into. There's more of the Moss King. Nice little... We see some more thorns up there. We can come over here. Oh, we've got an obstacle course. So we can come down here and walk all the way right. We can see... there's all kinds of horrible things up there. Look at all that horrible stuff. And we can get to here and see... Oh, look at one of these platforms that's one way. And there's something shiny up there. What's the only way to get there is to go through that horrible obstacle course. And if you get too hard, you can escape down this hatch here. How do you get through? Okay, there's some lightning flies. We go by those. You can't make this jump unless you've got the new dash, so that lets us get through here. We can see that in the background here, while there's thorns here, in the background we're actually fully enclosed by the thorns. Oh man. How to get through here? Gotta just drop right down. Oops. I jumped too low. It respawns you back up in the left there because once you're down here, unless you get all the way out, you can't get out without dying, and that fall to the left lets you escape in case you decide you can't make it all the way through here. Just hit that. Bam! Now we can get through here. Yeah. So, what we see here is almost like a little tray served up by the thorns themselves. We see this entire chasm, even in the background, is completely made of thorns, completely circling around, coming and centering on this spot. And we get thorns of agony, as though all the thorns have condensed down into a form of their essence in this very spot that we can pick up and take with us. Thorns of agony. Senses the pain of its bearer and lashes out at the world around them. When taking damage, spout thorny vines that damage nearby foes. It's actually a very good charm. It does about 1.5 of your weapon damage. And if you're someone like me, who gets hit a lot, it allows you to get extra damage in on targets who do damage to you. So that's kind of this area over here. It's a couple things. It's a puzzle. It's an special obstacle course that leads you to a reward, but also all of these thorns and stuff like that condensing down to this focal point kind of tells a little bit of a story also of what the charm that we're picking up is. Okay, now where do we go? Now we go up, see what more secrets there are for us to find. So, that guy is infected and full of orange goo. This guy is not as infected and actually looks like he could just be a regular roundabout good guy, but he's still not very friendly to us because we're not on the King's Path. We're in the Law of Un. Oh, we see some real leafy foliage here in the foreground and background now. Okay, what more treasures are up here? Oop. There we go. We go up this little path here, come over here. Swish. Oh. There we go. We'll get some money. Okay, we're back up here. Oh no, we're in a new area. Whole new area. So, we see this here. This is the actual green path, the King's Road here. Some of the segments at least. But sort of like the stag was telling us earlier, even the green path, the King's Road, is being overrun by the greenery of this area. Let's see, we should go... We'll go right. Get a nice view. Some acid, some mosquitoes. So it's kind of hard to tell what the actual path of... We see these structures here that are built and that are broken and falling apart and stuff like that. It's hard to tell what the actual path... So we came from over here in the Forgotten Crossroads, and it told us that we're going to go onto a special sort of scenic road that would lead down into the Hollow Nest core. And I'm not super sure, so I guess down here and over here and over here you're off the path. But I guess the path goes over this way, along here and down and back this way, or something like that. The way that it winds around. Like, you can see, so make note of this kind of blue carved stony stuff here that looks like structure. Because we're going to go over here to the right. We're going to go a little ways to the right. Ah, right. So, we're almost at the front. So, this is where we came in, and we came this way. And see, the bridge breaks here and falls, and there's a lapse, and it doesn't continue until over here, going this way. And this is the way that Hornet went. This is when we first came into this area. She was up there, we couldn't reach up there, and she jumped away from us, so we were forced to come down here. And when we jumped down here, we're out in the wilds. This is the wilds down over here. So the King's Path comes over this way and goes this way. Let's follow this a bit. Let's see where it goes. Now this is supposed to be the safe way into the, well, relatively safe way. Guarded by the King's power, at least, or King's law, leading down into the Hollow Nest City. See, here's more. We're around structure again. We're on structured roads, structured doorways. We see more gaps here, following down here. We're down in the wild up here. We jump up here, back on the path. I want to get up there because above there is some goodies. Oh look, and here we're even in like a storeroom. Here's some Hollow Nest citizens bugs. Zombie bugs now. But look, there's some of their trade wagons and supplies and the buildings with the emblems. Some of their cargo freighter pods, which are also look like bug carapaces. Come over here, jump over here. Oh, I love this beautiful doorway right here. I can get past this guy for money. So there's an official road that comes through this Greenland. It's all cracked and broken up though. Oh, this is the place that we kind of ended up in earlier. It spills into here. So you gotta wonder, did this structure go up more originally? And did the walls cave in? Cause see that ceiling caved in a bit there. There's some ledges here. Where did this place lead into originally? What was the original design of architecture of this place? Hard to know. It must have gone leftish though, right? It probably didn't spill out into a pit. An inviting cavern. Well, there's a little coated sconce with some plants in it. That's interesting. This is where, so we're off the road again. We're in the law of Un again. We're in the rule of Un. Let's go up. Let's see if we can find where the path still continues. This is all wilds here again. There's another one of those guys. We're clearly in the land of Un if we're coming across their knights, right? Whoops. Ow. Ow. I'm gonna beat this guy because he's got money. Okay, so yeah, there's... I wonder if that's what all those kind of, or are those mushroom caps or something? They look like skulls on sticks, don't they? But they don't really have faces on them, so it's hard to tell what those are. Hard to tell, but we are in the wilds. Let's reread this sign up here. This is a big one. The greater mind once dreamed of leaf and cast these caverns so. In every bush and every vine the mind of Un reveals itself to us. So all of his intentions and purposes went into these wild areas here. We'll come up here and go up and right. We're in more caverns. We'll get up here. Whoop. We've been here before. We're coming over here with this new thing. Oh, we're in a new area where we don't have a map. We're off the grid. I don't know if that's the way that you get up here, but I did it anyways. Ooh, ooh. We could sneak through here. Oh, yeah. It's empty. It's a trap. We'll focus this one on the left. We know these guys. Heal up just a bit, just because I'm taking a lot of damage. So in this space here that we've fallen in, we've just fallen into a space where we get ambushed, surrounded by two of these guys. And then as we come over here, we'll notice, we'll look at their, we know how these guys close up like armadillos. And then as we come over here, we'll notice there's bodies of them all over here, as though it's a tomb or graveyard of their kind. And look, another area that's like at the concentration of all of their essence, there's another charm. That's a boulder shell. That gives us some of their power. Boulder shell. Protect its bearer with hard shell while focusing soul. The shell is not indestructible and will shatter if it absorbs too much damage. So this area that's a focal point of these monsters, there's a concentration of their power that we can pick up here. So we learn a little bit about our enemies while also gaining some of their power. Woo! Come up again. We'll go up. We can hear some howling noises up here. There was a path that you could go up that we can't get to yet. We will have to go there later. But that completes this upper part of the green path. Let's go backwards a little and retrace our steps to where the green path was. Or where the actual road was. It was down below us, right? Heading left. Yeah, it was that way. So here's actually, this ledge is a structured ledge. Completely overgrown. Oh, can I not make that? There I go. Okay. Looks like I thought I could make that jump. We're in the wilds up here. Woo! Then the stag station. We've gone around in a circle. If you listen closely, you can hear a ringing noise. There. So this is the path that we followed. We came along here, and the green path mostly just seems to go straight along here. And somewhere along in here, the path falls off. Or turns downwards. That's what it does. It goes here, and then it goes down. That's what it does. We hear some glowing up here. Aha! Whoa! Now, why did we know that there was a thing there? Because you could hear the shiny noise. Wanderer's Journal. Nice. So this bug was, I guess, wandering around, left a journal. We can cut this thing now, and it'll leave a nice little platform for us here. Nice. Let's go up. This is definitely a stag station, which is a sign of construction. But I want to find... Okay, we'll go down here. So, what happens if we just go down here? What do we find? Is it all wilds down here? Yeah, this all looks pretty wild. Well, this is construction here. This is construction. That winds down along here. And does this put us back on the path? Like, this is constructed over here on the right, too. All of this up here. Lots of disrepair along this path. It drops down here. Bam, we're back on the path with a little bit more leading over this way. It really stops right about here though, doesn't it? Well, I guess it leads all the way to this. We can't go that way though. Oops. Okay, and then the path goes this way. We're just kind of tracing where the path winds from the surface. Okay, there's more path. We can make this jump now. Go this higher way. It's kind of like a gazebo-like structure. See, we're almost at 1,800 monies, and when we're at 1,800 monies, we can get a lamp. Okay, over here is that lore thing that we can read again. Oops, not here. There. Those who stray from the White King's roads shall face the law of Un. So the path winds back this way. And then stops. It's broken. Oh, and then I jumped in acid. Did not need to do that. Okay. Let's go down here. There's some interesting, oh, there's a little sign with a bench on it. That's nice. There's a nice little stone bench. And a nice little room. So, we're in some kind of stone structure right here, but this doesn't look like the normal type of construction of Hollow Nest. It's more of like carved, just smooth stone instead of the ornate stuff that we're used to seeing. Ah, what's this enemy? Golka, aggressive plant life that retracts protectively when danger is near. Spits hard, spiky balls when foes are at a distance. Here's two bugs who were camping out and didn't make it. Seen more of also in the background some of these stone kind of column pillars just kind of laced about. Oh, it's a dark cavern. With some spooky statues in here. There's some stone. look at that. Oh, very spooky structure. When we come inside, it is too dark for us in here. We can't see where we're going. Oop! We should not be in there. Too dark. But an interesting building is over here. With, looks like a face with tentacles or something. Here's a good statue to look at. What could that mean? They're all in the background too. This area is clearly... This little cave seems to be built around that structure over there. Oh, here's a thing that we can jump to with our new ability. Going left, nice open area. We can jump up here, jump up here. Can't hit that guy back, it's not at the right angle. Oh, there's a soul thing there. There's nothing else. Okay, nothing else up here. I can get a little extra energy off of it though. There we go. Aha! A new thing. What could the thing be? Is it a friend or is it a fight? It's a fight! Whoa! You'll notice that this thing's charging at us very fast. We had to have the dash ability to get up here. Meaning this fight is incorporating mechanics that we need to dash to avoid. Not too hard for us though. And it's a nice little... We've fought some of those must charges earlier in the game, and it's kind of fun to fight a really big one, and you find out it's just a whole bunch of the little ones lumped together. It's just a fun little thing. Get some money. There's some there's some construction in here. Like there's remnants of a building here from the kingdom. You know, it makes you wonder actually if for the Hollow Nest Kingdom, if this all used to actually be buildings from part of the kingdoms and cities that used to stretch all the way out there, out here, and is now just overgrown. Okay, we can come over up here, and this place isn't very fun, but we can get some stuff up here. Aha! Some monies, big money rock. Hidden in the leaves. Ow! We can see a lot of stuff over on the right. Some money. We can see this bug here doesn't seem to mind the acid he's walking in. Oop. Okay, nothing I can get to there. more walker guys. I think we can get a couple secrets up here right now. Up in that chest, and I think that's as far as we can go until we come back much, much, much later. And we have to do it. Oh! I almost fell in the acid. Okay, if we can pogo bounce, you can get to this item. So that's sort of like a tier 1 obstacle. Then there's this one, which, okay, you only have to pogo bounce for this one too. You can get to this place, but then you're stuck. You're stuck at this wall until you get another item. And we know that we need the hook claw to get up and over on this wall. So we'll have to come back here later. Hello! Oh, there's stuff above us too. But we can get that guy for now. As we descend further and further into the land of Un, where it's kind of getting wilder, the greenery is getting more open and lush. Kinda. There we go. This is a dead end down here now, though. We gotta turn back. Okay. We got everything over that way. See, I think there's an acid. Yeah, there's an acid lake above us. And you can see some of the acid kind of dripping from the ceiling like a dew. Okay, continuing on. Whoa! Okay, we came from this way, didn't we? Oh, I can hear something glowing. Do you guys hear a glowy thing? Over on the right? Let's beat this thing. Now, we've been in here. This is the dark room, right? Yeah. We couldn't find anything that way. So we'll have to go down. And maybe from here... Oh, look, we can start to see some of the bubbles showing up. Maybe above us here? Oh, look, there's a space you can jump up here. But I can't jump high enough. We'll need the grapple claw to get up here. So we'll put a little, where we are here, we'll put a little mark here. We'll need the hook claw to get up there. And then up there was a spot we'll need. Up here there's a spot that we need the hook claw. And then over here there was one. When we get a map we can clean these up a little bit when we sit down. Okay, so here we can see the environment is starting to change as we've gone deeper and deeper and deeper into the wilds here of the green path. And now there's bubbles forming. And these screen filters, as we go from here, shift from green spectrum down to this kind of hazy. And these bubbles pop when we go through them. We get in here, Fog Canyon. And the music here in Fog Canyon is still the green path. Meaning these places are definitely linked together, and we can see a lot of the greenery still from the green path. All it is it's been overrun by down this steep. The green path is being overrun by bubbles that are even forming organisms down in here. Boop. I can go in here. You can hear Cornifer somewhere in the distance. We can't get to him. So even though we're in here, whoop! No, I missed. Even though we're in here and we can hear Cornifer, we can't get to him until basically the end of the game. Because we hit this creepy, spooky vent. Oh, look at it. It's got spikes on it. It's black. It's very black. This is going to be one of the most unique things that we see in the game right here. It's very echoey in here. There, you can kind of make out in the deep background through the haze just the slight silhouette of something. Maybe like either like a large statue or a building or just part of a tree and cave roots. It's hard to see through the fog. There's something back there though. Oh! Ow! Ricochet bubbles. So, this area, this place seems to be somehow generating these bubbles around here. And then the bubbles here that have absorbed the orange infection. This one's absorbed a little, and it's now staticky. And this one's absorbed a lot. Now they've made the bubbles bigger and spawn kind of tentacle things. Oh, actually, we've killed a couple too. Let's look at what the journal says. Uma. Smallish jelly form. Passive and unaware, but pulsing with dangerous electric charge. Uma. Passive outer being. A passive outer being protecting an aggressive explosive core. So the core of these entities is what's aggressive. The squid itself is perfectly passive. It's only the orange glowy stuff, probably infection that these things have absorbed into them, that makes them dangerous. Whoop! Here's the little path over here we'll explore into. Ooh, lightning stuff. We can get through this. Oh, we're coming up to an obstacle course. Ooh. So later on, when we have acid resistance, where are we? So we got some thorns here that we got to get around. Later on, when you have acid resistance, if you look down, you can actually just go right through the lake. But if you want to go through this early, you got to go through this obstacle course. Hey, look! The greenery is changing. There's some large bubbled flowers. Whoop! Oh! Oh, we can go up. Where does this go up? There's some bugs up there with a shiny thing. Oh, look. Some of these cocoon things. Oh, this one has generated 3! What do these guys have? Look, there's in this area here, there's some iron rod work. known from the actual Hollow Nest Kingdom, some actual stuff. And then there's two bugs here. One of them has kind of purplish hues, and the other has kind of hair that we've noticed to be of more of the royal cast. Hollow Nest seal, and they've got a Hollow Nest seal with them. Any other secrets up here? So those guys have a seal from the city. It's worth a lot. They must... What are they doing up here? What is this grating doing up here? In this foggy, weird place. Okay, we'll continue down. Can we go more left? There's more to the left, isn't there? Aha! We've entered a new kind. Look at this. We're in a new area that looks like the green path with these wonderful flowers with bubble things on them. And there's some construction stuff here. There's a flying moss guy. Mossfly. Winged weakling that covers itself in leaves to appear larger. Hides amongst the undergrowth, fleeing from predators drawn near. So look at this. We can see there's some metalwork there. We're on some sort of constructed platform here. We're still in the green path with Rudy stuff. Oh, this is a suspicious looking wall. Oh, I can't break this wall? That's surprising. There's some stuff up there we can't get to. If we had the hook claw, we could get up there. I would suspect, since we're still surrounded by all this greenery and plant life, that we're still in the Law of Un. Over here, on this side, is a switch that you have to flip to get through this grate. So that's one way to open up this passage. And then here's another one of these black smoky columns, which seems to be another kind of obstacle. Okay, we'll have to go back the way we came. The only real thing that we've gotten for ourselves in here is that Hollow Nest seal, but we've learned some we've seen there's some more interesting stuff to the left of here. Part of what looks like the green path, but kind of different. And we're still in this area that's a lot like the green path. I think, so judging by all the greenery, the fact that there's all this greenery here and over here in the area that we just were in, we still must be in the land of the greater mind Un. Of course, this part of its land is being overrun by bubbles. Overcome by bubbles. Oh look, we're down here by near some gradient again. Some more acid stuff. Doesn't look like we can get past the acid ball to the left. But we're on a constructed platform again here. And then it breaks away. But look, there's a sign for a stag station. I think this is the one-way path that comes from Monomon the teacher's place. So we know, like, we've been along the green path next to all this stuff, and we know that because Monomon the teacher is nearby, that Monomon's place is the place that's generating all of the bubbles that are filling up this canyon. Perhaps the bubbles aren't sentient originally. Perhaps they're just bubbles from science experiments or something. Like just from the machines. Oh look, there's more of these flowers, these giant green leafy flowers here to the left. We see acid lake, so we either need acid resistance to get by that, but we see some stuff up above us that maybe we could get if we had the hook claw. Can't get by here. We'll have to come later. So we're a little lower than the other platform, though, that had the one-way grate. So maybe this is one of the ways to the one-way grate. Continuing down this foggy canyon. Boop. Ah, we've got a hunter insight about these little squid things. A spirit of a dead ancestor, the brain of a larger creature allowed to drift free, an egg searching for a safe place to spawn. I have no idea what this is. The hunter is confused, as are all of us. It's a bubble! A bubble that's come partially alive when they absorb the infection goo. Ah, a new kind of sign pointing to the left. Let's follow it. There's another sign. We don't know what it says, but we've been talking about how all the signs and stuff in this game add a lot to the realism. We also see, look, there's a lot of iron grating here. We're on a stone paved path with constructed arches again and doorways. We are in a constructed area of the civilization of Hollow Nest. Oh, and look, and there's an entity here, a new bug, which, like every other part in the game, when you see a new bug, you gotta wonder if it's a friend or foe, but you can get up to him very quickly and find out, hey, a new kind of shop.
Oh, Bakura Finello.
Hello there, dearie. I was about to close up shop and run until you came along. I provide a banking service if you're interested. Millaby the banker. Losing one's geo is a terrible thing, and it's so much more likely if you carry it about on yourself. My vault is much more secure. In all my time as banker, I've never lost a single geo. Maybe you'd considered opening an account. Open an account? Yeah, we'll open an account. You're a smart one. Next time some dreadful beastie gets the best of you, you'll be glad to know your geo's safe within my vault. Now let's begin some banking. So this is actually a kind of nice service of instead of carrying a whole bunch of money on you, you can put it here in case you die so you can come and pick it back up. There's a max balance of 4,500 though, so you can only put so much in the bank. We want to have some geo for now though.
Geo.
Keen on some banking? No, we gotta have our money for now.
Kalala.
This place doesn't continue any further to the left, but this is a nice, safe-looking place. Look at all this nice construction here. Now we can continue to the right, to the station. And the station is overgrown here. We're in the Queen's Station. And this station is full of... This is by far the biggest station that we've been in. Most of the stations we've been into look like little kind of train platforms with just a doorway. This is a large station that looks like a big exchange going places. Lots of signs all over the place giving either directions or information to traveling bugs. Huge interchange here, but still overgrown with greenery. And then Coral's here to see us. Hello, Coral. Isn't this something? I'd not expected to discover so huge a stag station after that foggy's descent. That's what I was just saying, Coral. The bugs of Hollow Nest must have been an impressive lot, building such grand structures so far into these wilds. Yeah, is it impressive that they built so far into these wilds? And that's what that's what they must have done. So, but these wilds were something else once. Before the before the bugs of Hallownest built the structures here, the wilds were another people's domain. And then as this Hallownest has diminished, that domain has kind of been regrowing. Seems the dangerous creatures about haven't yet made their way in here. It's the perfect place for a quick rest. Well, that's nice. So Coral's just letting us know that this place is safe. And it's very quiet in here, though.
Nah, me nobis.
Can you imagine this place in its time? Hordes of bugs traveling about the kingdom, stag bells ringing, the station bustling with activity and life. Now only our like even know it exists. That's a special thing, I suppose, to cherish these sites, even in their decay. Oh, Quirrell's such a reverential, contemplative guy. Is it that, just faintly, you can still hear the echo of bells? You can. You can. The Team Cherry has made it so this place is so big that it's almost like a ghost station. The effects of how empty it is now. There's a mask shard that we can't pick up until we have a way to get through this obstacle course down here at the bottom of the station. So let's move up, shall we? It's definitely being overgrown, this station, but this platform's mostly intact. We see some cracks there on the edge here that would have connected to here. So there are some breaks and decay here, and then as you come down, it's still mostly intact here. And then as you get down here, this chunk has fallen off over here, and now we're just on ground and rubble, and the iron grating is falling off kilter. There's some dead, deceased bugs down here. There's the sign for the stag station. There's another sign for the stag station. We come in here. Oh, this. So originally, these. Almost all of these, I would imagine this upper platform that Quirrell's on too, because this is caved in, hasn't it? Oh, Quirrell's left. He's gone. I'll miss you, Quirrell. But over here, it looks like this sign points to a stag station. There's no stag in here. There is a bug, though. And over here we see what would have been more of the station over here has all collapsed and caved in ruin and decay. Just this bug here. Oh, let's talk about the fact that you come in here and there's yet again another bug that you don't know what to make of. But you do see this tent right here and some what looks like packaged bags over here sit here. And then this bug's not making aggressive noise. It's a big looking bug though, and that's kind of scary for us. And then you walk up and is this a friend or a fight? Oh, it's a friend, maybe. Oh, come in search of treats, have you? I chanced upon a unique little fungus growing right above us. I've only found it in the station, and the taste is just divine. This place must have been quite the hub, built at the border between two lands. Ah, see, Willow here knows that Hallownest. Well, what kind of two lands does she mean? The greenery land or the fungal king area that we're coming up to? The border between two lands, that misty drop on one side and those bulbous growths on another. Neither place seems particularly welcoming, so while my little treats last, I think I'll stay right here. So she's eating whatever she's finding up here on the ceiling. We can't reach because we're too short.
Yeah.
Feel free to stop by any time. Though I do like quiet in this station, a little company is always good for one's health. That's nice. Our first night, we were talking about the self-others and how this bug here that we've met is much, much bigger than us and radically differently looking than us, and that's kind of scary. But it's nice to know that you can meet such a different looking creature and you can still find a friend. Can we attack her? Okay, you can't attack her. Okay, it's nice to know. Yeah, she's just a friend then. Camping out here. So, nice little bit of storytelling. We can come further down here. Now this is a stag station platform that hasn't caved in. It's playing the stag station music. We can open the toll booth machine. Oh no, I'm short 1 geo for the lamp. We can call the stag though. We're gonna probably call it here tonight, even though I have all these extra shells. We'll listen what the stag says. You've opened several stag stations now, haven't you? I'm thankful for the opportunity to once more travel through the kingdom. As I visit more places, I feel my memories returning to me, like the stagways of my mind are running once more. Continue to open the stations, and you'll have my deepest gratitude. This guy is actually a nice little kind of flag of mental health. This guy has been dormant a long time, and getting up and moving about is causing his mind to become more active again. And the same thing is true of people like you and I. You know, especially in times like now where we're all dealing with COVID and isolation and that sort of stuff, you know, exercise. Your brain is a physical organ, and exercise and getting up and moving around and looking at things and experiences things keeps your mind moving, keeps you active. Just like him running around, this guy running around in the stagways being active again is making his mind active again too. And you and I are no different. We need that kind of thing. We'll sit here, we'll update our map. We can see where we were up here on the green path. There was all this unknown stuff in here. We don't have a map for this area, but we can see this area over here that we got stuck here. And then there was a thing there and a thing there. Oh, we didn't have a map for this area either, so there were some areas that we couldn't get to yet. Tomorrow, we will go through the fungal wastes. It was good to go through the green path today. It's such a wonderful place with really good lore. Kind of, you can see here, looking on the map, how this is the main kingdom here for Hallow Nest, kind of above it. You know, and straight down this area goes straight into the main city. And so, as you go further and further from the main city, it literally gets wilder, and it's nice to see what kind of the wilderness of the kingdom is like. That's it for tonight. I'm producerBry. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. You have a great night.